Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrath of the Righteous. We're in Illusion Ivor, in the middle city. We've just got accosted by a court alchemist, and then from here walking down Echo of the Sky. I can't do any more. I don't even care if that bitch kills me. Scram, you freak. I don't care about your squabbling. Illusion Ivor is not the place for you to tear one another to shreds. Yes, it is. Just not in public. Right. Ah. Change anything? Not really. Anything up here? Looks like there might be. There is. Oh, Soccer Benoth. I saw climb to the rooftop here. So that's from down here. Oh, to here as well. What's going on? It's giving me weird things. Oh, that's down to the side, isn't it? It's that one I was seeing through here. Go down the rooftops into the slums. Let's see if we can go around the back. To the Fleshmarkets. Portal up. Does that go to there? Yes, it does. Okay, we are in the Fleshmarkets. I'm not going to talk to anybody yet. Oh, okay. Dayunk, the slave trader. A grotesquely fat demon speaks to a demoness standing in front of him, his voice irritated yet slightly sycophantic. If you want these sweet asimals for the 10,000 delights, buff up 50,000. Just look at how delicious they are. These skills haven't yet been whipped. Your clients will be clamouring for them. After they become too worn out, they'll make a magnificent stew. Chivaro. I'll give you 30 if you stop talking rubbish, Dayunk. Keep going. You can stay clear of my palace of delights. You can pleasure yourself on your own, you fat chunk of rotten meat. Do you want to get on Chivaro's bad side? Do you really want that? Asmar's slaves standing nearby try to avoid looking at the angry DMS. Even in their miserable position, they retain the mark of inner purity and nobility inherent to their kind. Puffing himself up, the fat demon answers abruptly and angrily, 50,000. These delightful innocent creatures your shabby and worn-out demonesses can't hope to compete with. That's my final offer. Stay away from the 10,000 delights. You can have your own little morsels of pleasure. You can have your own little morsels of pleasure you from now on, you greedy, horny piece of shit. The disgustingly fleshy demon greets you with a wave, his arm encased in roll after roll of fat. Allow me to present my living wares. Finest household slaves to serve you and entertain your body and spirit, and they can satiate even the most exquisite cravings. The demon accompanies his last claim with a voluptuous lip smacking, looking pleased. What were you arguing about with that demoness? She wanted to buy my beautiful Asimar concubines for a palace of pleasures, the 10,000 delights. Unfortunately, her common sense and good taste couldn't compete with her greed. She offered me a paltry price, next to nothing, instead of gratefully paying the full sum for these slaves. Offering 30,000 for a group of innocent, pure Asimars shipped here with the utmost care. No one has laid a single finger on them. No one's taken a single bite out of them. It's simply outrageous. Who are you? I'm Dayunk, slave trader. When I was younger, and much, much slimmer, I was a dashing raider. Spent my days abducting concubines from other planes of the harems of the most powerful lords of the abyss. My experience, however, has shown me that raising and training pleasure slaves from an early age is much more profitable and much less risky business. That's why I now own the largest and most respectable slave farm, where I breed representatives of various races from different planes, though I haven't entirely given up the raiding. His deceptively slow movements and soft folds of flesh fail to hide the powerful muscles beneath. This demon could likely lift a wagon with 2 horses by himself. See what you got for sale. Just feast your eyes on them. The most exquisite pleasure slaves raised in comfort and luxury at your service. They're well trained, neat, docile, and stand ready to become ideal servants for your manor. All of them are young and healthy, perfect state of ripeness. The demon bursts into sickening cackling, then whispers to you confidentially. Of course, but make sure that their tender flesh meets the expectations of even the most demanding gourmet. They have no inkling of what awaits them. You need not worry about fear spoiling the meat, making it tough and bitter. Beautiful, athletic and well-groomed young men and women, different races, smile sweetly at you. Their cheerful looks aren't marred by the slightest hint of intelligence. These slaves remind you of happy and well-fed sheep grazing in the pasture. Looks like they've been bred. Take away any glimmer of intelligence. The slaver's eyes widen. He starts to speak, nearly hyperventilating. Just recently, one of my slave hunting crews returned, bringing me a most beautiful gift. A group of young, fresh, pure Aasimar girls, full of mouth-watering innocence. All of them are beauties in the prime, caught with the utmost care, unwounded. Shamira will take an interest in them, I wager. Because of her origin, she loves having enough fun with Aasimars. Countless ways one can use such a valuable acquisition. But if you ask me, the smartest way is to treat yourself to a medium-rare fillet with rich meaty gravy. So we've heard this name before, Shamira. I think that's the second in command, after Nocticular. And because of her origin, maybe she's an Aasimar. The Aasimar women look pale and scared, but even in captivity, they manage to retain their dignity and refuse to let demons savour their fear. As Dayonk continues his nauseating commentary, they raise their chins high and do their best to maintain cold, detached expressions. Why do they have red around them, or slave collars? From Darren. Such beauties should be enjoying life and delighting others with their loveliness, not bathing their faces in tears in the middle of a slave market. Darren casts a grim sidelong glance at the captured Aasimar woman, then raises for his coin. His hand reaches for his coin purse. How much do you want for them? The demon pointedly ignores the count and looks only at you. Would you like to buy these girls? Well, we can negotiate a deal, but I warn you, they won't come cheap. Address the pleasure slaves. Don't you get it? You're going to be eaten. The pleasure slaves erupt in frightened exclamations. Whimpering pathetically, they turn their twisted gazes on the demon. While tears gleam in their eyes, one of the slaves builds up the courage to respond to you, petulantly retorting, "What are you talking about? We are slaves intended for exquisite pleasures, not livestock. Our job is to please and satisfy the tastes of the most influential and mighty demons, to entertain them, to be their pets. Who would kill such a valuable asset just for food?" Something tells me these unfortunate simpletons have not the slightest idea what exquisite pleasures mean where demons are concerned. It isn't even certain they would have lived any longer than being sold to fulfill their stated purpose, rather than sent straight to the slaughterhouse. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Stop messing with the heads of my sweet little pets. Daddy Dayonk loves you all. He'd never eat you. Isn't that right, my sweeties? To intimidate. They cut your meat off your bones slice by slice, rip up a pate from your liver, and use your bones to make wonderful hearty broth. You may still be alive when they start eating. Animalistic terror distorts their beautiful faces. Staring at you with childish accusation, the ink pen starts wailing and jostling one another. The young slowly maneuvers his massive body to the nearest slave, a slender young boy with long hair and soft features. With a lazy swipe of the demon claws, the boy's lower jaw disappears. The blood starts gushing from a terrible crimson cavern where his jaw used to be. The boy blinks in dumb bewilderment, and then a wild bestial howl erupts from the throat as he falls. Demons wearing wolfish grins crowd in from every corner of the market, saving every moment of the victim's helplessness. Damn it. Who asked you to tell these idiots the truth? They're like cattle. They go wherever they're led until they see the butcher's knife.
Let's have some fun.
Okay, we've got a guard.
Don't hold back. Strike.
Me and Woljif.
Cover me, all right?
Everybody else there.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Have a look at Dyke's stats. Armor class 55. Should really have tried getting that down, but it's almost dead now. There we go. Cloak resistance, natural armor, physical flow. That mask no longer looked broken. Hope has brought the pale glow of heavenly fire to their eyes. One of the women clutches a hairpin that by some miracle went unnoticed by the guards. Resembling a gleaming stiletto, it ends in a rather vicious-looking point. With their expressions alone, the slaves sent a clear message. Don't dare to come near us. We stand ready to defend ourselves. Help us, kind lady. We know you're no stranger to compassion and mercy. Your aura warms our hearts, like the son of our beloved Galarion. Fucking shite. What's this aura you sense? We don't know, we just sense it. We're no sorceresses. We're guided by our senses alone. But as soon as you appeared, we were touched by bright, clean energies. We knew you were a full friend. We heard about something like this. A horrible demon. Our master called him the Echo. Wanted to buy us and use us to find a stranger on Galarion. The stranger is surrounded by benevolent light wherever she goes. They failed to agree on a price, so the terrible demon left, spitting curses. What relief! It was worse than anyone else we've seen here. So the Echo of Descari, who we met earlier, wanted to buy these to find us, unless it was somebody else. Perhaps his poor wretched souls sense my presence. The blood of heaven runs through their veins, and our kinship reveals itself. What dire news they bring! The Echo of Descari, an avatar of our sworn enemy, not cease his attempts to get me. Got to my camp is safe there. Guess my woman look at you, their expressions piercing. You see a mixture of gratitude and awe in their eyes. Thank you, stranger. We did not expect any help in this terrible place. We will not forget it. You did a noble thing. We did not abandon the weak in the hour of need. You my deepest respect.
We do it my way.
I only came down here to go there. Walk to suck off Beneth. There's this guard down here as well. Quarterstaff +2. And some roots.
Follow if you dare.
Let's talk to Sokoth Beneth then. You managed to find me, clever girl. The demon lord blows you a kiss. Rishlai freezes where she stands. Lord Sokoth Beneth. What an unexpected encounter. What was it you wanted to tell me? So we found some of the answers we were looking for in the Lexicon of Paradox. Makes perfect sense, really. It was written by Rilu Vorlesh herself. She was the one who opened the world wound in the first place. Unfortunately, the Lexicon, much like a cheap serial novel, ended on a cliffhanger. But not to worry. I know where to find the second part. Gives you a smugger grin. Do you know where Rilu lives? Here, in this very city, in the palace of my dearest sister. I'm not welcome there. We are no longer on speaking terms. But I'm still keeping my eye on her. She thinks her palace is well protected against scrying. Their defences may work against others, but not me. I can easily peer into any dark corner or crevice wherever I want. He smiles suggestively. I can't steal the lexicon, I'm afraid. That's a bit beyond my reach. However, I can tell you exactly where it's hidden. In Rilu's room. Here, look. Blows you a kiss, and a clear image appears in your mind. See Rilu Vorlesh's luxurious chambers in Nocticula's palace. The cache where the architect of Worldwound is hidden as secrets. Nocticula's loyal servant may be able to keep things hidden from her mistress, but not from me. If you happen to pay Nocticula a visit, don't dawdle, just grab the papers and bring them to me. We've got quite a few good heads on the council. Once we make out her scribbles, we'll figure something out. Why are you all the hide and seek? The city belongs to my sister. He winces, are not on the best of terms. Normally I could sneak around the city and go wherever I please, but hard to be stealthy with this thing. He wipes his knuckles on the closet door. Always got the closet with him. Playing hide and seek in your sister's city. I smell a juicy secret here. These might be intriguing if it didn't involve blasted demons. Sokoth Banath smiles sweetly. Why all this prejudice? Are demon secrets less delectable than the secrets of other races? You shouldn't resist your curiosity. It's a completely natural feeling, so delightfully captivating. I have my own ways of sating my curiosity, thank you. I prefer to do so without the risk of being torn apart, mutilated, or whatever other charming customs your kind like to practice. You dragged the closet here with you? Of course. You need a way to get to the council, don't you? How do I get inside Nocticula's palace? She doesn't allow anyone just into her bed. I mean her palace. You get the idea. Especially me. Alas, the sweet girl no longer loves me. You need to pique her interest. You need to become the talk of the town, so that she'll meet you in person. There are plenty of ways to gain a reputation, but the most obvious ones are murder and seduction. You can do both at the same time. I have to go.
This is my kind of work.
Okay. What's that? I think what's with that. I keep forgetting what that looks like. We need to fix this because he's got a greater thingy
Don't
now.
mind me.
Greater mutagen. That's changed. And also I want to see if I can select Darren
Rules are made
to
be
get the
broken.
24-hour stuff ahead of other people filling in. I've only got 3. It's unfortunate. Never mind. I'll have to look at it off street in between episodes. Let's talk to Kurtz. A tough-looking demon with a rough, cruel face and the hands of a seasoned warrior greets you with a grin. You to buy slaves, eh? Meh. Me, I just sold off shipment I captured during the last raid. Kurtz, captain of the bloody bitch. Do you know my lava? That nut job. Ha! Entire crew must be wimps and weaklings if they haven't slit such a leader's throat, whether to Ishar's beasts yet. Okay, that was 29 and we rolled 48. Can't help but notice that despite Kurtz's dramatic bravado, a spark of fear gleams in his eyes. Who are you? He stares at you in disbelief, then bursts into laughter. Who am I? I'm Kurtz. Known by some as the Kurtz got stabbed, captain of the legendary Bloody Bitch, the most famous damn pirate of the Minna Isles. Must be a landlubber who's never set foot aboard an airship if you haven't heard of me. Tell me more about being a pirate. What exactly do you want to know? The life of the pirate ship captain consists of 4 things: his vessel, his crew, his experience, and pursues his patronage, of course. You've got wings of your own. Why do you use a flying ship? Well, for cargo. He eyes you with suspicion, as if searching a sign of mockery in your face. Sure. What do you propose I do with all the loot carried to my back? What about the slaves we took into the cargo hold? The ship's a big flying treasure chest. It also provides a fair amount of cover from arrows and spells that rain down on us during boardings. What about your vessel? He grins proudly. You recognise my bloody bitch right away by the huge skull decorating her prow. We secured that trophy near Vasglar. That's a great fight for it. You or the captains wanted to lay their hands on it as well. Aside from the skull, I've done good work on the bloody bitch. You can't find a better attack vessel. Their broadside can take a dragon strike, their three-quarter sails can catch any wind, and their ballistae don't rely on lousy spears, only on chemical fire. What kind of crew do you have on board? The toughest rogues and cutthroats you could ever want. They're my hand-picked collection, each one as bad as the next. They're the most notorious rebel, the most infamous scoundrels you could ever find in the abyss. They've sold their own mothers into slavery for a chipped copper. Turn on me? Never. Nobody could land them a better deal than I can. They ditched me, wouldn't make it 3 steps before taking a knife in the back. They've got no choice but to follow me to the end. How many ships have you plundered? Puffing out his chest a little, the demon offers a fanged, leering grin, then answers both cutthroat swagger he can muster. The bloody bitch is well known in the Midnight Isles, and the black sail sows terror wherever she goes. Can't count how many poor sods I've sent to Dagon. I was leading the charge, sabre in my hand back in the days when Valexia was flashing her bare tits in the skies over Lucianira, and when Zephorian, the old rapscallion, ruled the city. As for loot, I had the treasures that passed through my hands, and I spent them all on booze. Beams with pride at this declaration. So Valexia is the name we've heard. And Zephorian. So he used to run the city before Nocticula. Valexia is a succubus as well, I think. I mention Pazuzu quite often. Do you worship him? Sure I do. Only total idiots don't worship the demon lord of the sky and winged creatures. Well, at least we're talking about aeronauts. All the storms, wind currents and beasts who feed on those currents. They all bend to his will. That's why I bombard Lord Pazuzu with my prayers as often as I can. Tell me a thrilling tale. You like gory stories, eh? Fine. Once we were floating by Migorg when our lookout spotted the wreckage of a ship caught in a hurricane, so we decided to search for cargo, but instead we only found a sailor who was clutching at the wreckage. We fished him out, brought him to his senses, hung him up on the mast and questioned him properly. Our ship's cook knows how to loosen tongues with his knife. Long story short, the poor soul spilled that he was a pirate himself. His ship had set sail for one of Alia's deserted islands, where they hid part of their spoils. He smelled a windfall, so he rushed to Alir. But Alir, that place isn't for the faint-hearted. Predatory vines, carnivorous flowers that breathe out clouds of poisonous pollen, walking bushes that surround you, pounce on you, and sting you with thorns till you die. Oh, and did I mention toxic spings? Or the flies that crawl into your ears while you sleep and lay their eggs inside your brain, driving you insane? All in all, the place was a nightmare. We found ourselves right in the middle of it. 3 times our prisoner told us where to check the stash. Each time we dug, but all we found was dirt and bones. By the 3rd attempt, the damned island had nearly wiped out half the crew. We realised that Asa was playing us, so we gutted him. You know what we saw then? All his entrails were covered with whitish mould and overgrown with some spongy fungus. His heart, his guts, his brain, the gunk was everywhere. According to our ship's dock, that fungus controlled every one of the sailor's steps. He got infected on that air. Then he left the island delivering fresh fodder for the plants. We fled as fast as we could, but for a long, long time, I don't believe those damn weeds got so smart they're able to trick us. Okay. Hepsimira, Master Sarkaz is delighted to behold the Lady Hepsimira and Lady Shimira. It's a great honour for you. How may I assist you? Well, there's Hepsimira, there's Shimira. Hepsimira's looking to buy some slaves, the best slaves. It's for an important job. Allow me to present the fine specimen, an extraordinarily belligerent, destructive and vicious slave who killed 7 hunters before his capture. Shut your mouth, meatball. Your breath stinks. I don't need gladiators or bodyguards. I'm looking for a pack of strong demons. Ones who are not very bright and can obey orders. Some noises. In that case, perhaps my lady will be interested in this batch of creatures recently captured in the lower city. They're all strong and quite stupid. Does that suit you? Hepzibah, what do you want with these puny creatures? They're small fry, but only for cannon fodder for the Crusaders. I would suggest. Seem fine to me. Finish the preparations, then send them to the harem of ardent dreams, and be quick about it. Who's that? Oh, is that guy again? Who was the ventriloquist? Dark-haired young man stares up the ugly lump of flesh hovering in the air. Hello there. I'm blinded by your beauty. Please descend to this humble mortal and grant me the honour of a date with you. Not interfere. The demon gives an indignant snort, begins to gurgle angrily. Tiefling slave translates. Master Sarzaxis says you have 10 seconds to get out of his sight. Or he commands his lackeys to gouge out your eyes. Alright, I can take a hint, I'm leaving. The young man backs away and jots something down in his notebook. Is he doing a Nenio? Of just weird interactions and stuff. I came here for that book on the nature of divine. What is slave trader? Welcome to the Fleshmarket, the best place to buy healthy living flesh. Please someone buy me. If no one buys me, my master will kill me, being with his monstrous pets. Buy his kind lady, who will serve you well. Look turned away from me, and now will wear this collar. I shouldn't have bet everything I had on that gladiator. Okay. Just suture. Hey, Jellybobs, it's me, Suture. You aren't mad, right? Because I really need you not to be mad. Get me out of here. The demon looks like a ball of lumpy melting flesh hovers in the air. He clenches a whip in his hand. The demon emanates an aura of confidence and authority. He snorts sternly at a skinny tiefling standing nearby, whose eyes are skillfully sewn shut, like silk thread studded with diamond chips. The demon mutters something incomprehensible to you. Tiefling speaks to you in a soft voice, devoid of emotion. Master Sarzaxis welcomes you to the Fleshmarket, a visitor from another plane. He noticed right away that you are a person of means. Though he himself has no interest in doing business with you, your presence benefits the Fleshmarket. So Master Sarzaxis is prepared to spare you some of his time. This slave will interpret his words for you, but he loathes speaking any language except the one used on his home world. The suture's hideous face is marked with desperation. Overcoming his pride, he reaches out to you with his gnarled hand, beseeching your help with this humiliating gesture. Tiefling interrupts another burst of snorting, this time addressed to Arushalai. Master Sarzaxis is happy to see Lady Arushalai again, wishes her pleasant purchases at the Fleshmarket. He regrets immensely that he wasn't informed that Lady Arushalai's visit in advance. Otherwise he would have prepared a special light exclusively for her. Master Sarzaxis remembers Lady Arushalai's preferences very well, and he would be very happy to satisfy the wishes of such a discerning client. Arushalai sounds calm. See her hands have started to tremble. Please tell Master Sarzaxis I have no interest in slaves anymore. I won't pay for them, neither in gold nor in other ways. Why did Hepzibah and Shemira buy your slaves? Lady Hepzibah is extremely secretive. No one knows what she's up to. No one wants to ask unnecessary questions because Lady Hepzibah has already proven she's quite powerful. Snooping around her business can be dangerous. When Lady Chimera brings Lady Hepzibah with her, they say she needs stupid but strong slaves. Master Sarzaxis never asks questions and does not hold a grudge for the meatball nickname. Master Sarzaxis is very wise and shows restraint. One of the demon guards clearly grows interested in the conversation and unconsciously leans forward. Sarzaxis rips him across the muzzle with a lightning-fast blow. The demon's head explodes like a watermelon dropped from a great height. The interpreter comments on the execution with indifference. Master Sarzaxis would like to remind everyone that unnecessary curiosity can be very harmful for servants, especially if it is curiosity regarding the master's business. Same with that dredge. Sarzaxis begins to snort, spraying saliva. He babbles quickly, which causes short, unnecessary pauses in the slave's speech. This dredge, like the other demons in this shipment, is set aside for Lady Hepzibah. Without a doubt, this lazy waste of filth caught the day in the lower city will never prove to be a useful worker. It still belongs to his new mistress. She is a very influential person. Therefore, trying to deceive her would be disrespectful and dangerous. And Master Sarzaxis would never commit such a foolish act. He resents your suggestion that he's capable of doing anything, and suggestion that he's capable of doing anything of this kind. Master Sarzaxis is insulted and outraged. There are not many vices that can surpass the greed of demon. Pride is one of them. Imagine what tremendous power it has when the two are combined. As disgusting as it is for me to give this advice, listen to me. If this scoundrel feels insulted, offer him gold, not as part of the deal, but rather as compensation for the insult and recognition of his high status. Perhaps gold can compensate for the insult I've inflicted. The demon's grumbling a base slightly as a flicker of greed appears in his eyes. Master Sarzaxis finds your idea very reasonable. He kindly agrees to accept the sum of 30,000 gold coins to atone for the insult you've inflicted. Taking into account your unfamiliarity with local customs, Master Sarzaxis will not demand your hand or eye in recompense. For his part, Master Sarzaxis considers it undesirable to keep this dredge in his stock, for he was the cause of your disagreement. As a gesture of reconciliation, he would like to immediately release him and drive him out so his unpleasant incident might be considered settled and forgotten. Pay 30 grand. Let's leave all grievances and misunderstandings behind. Tiefling translates Sarzaxis' satisfied snort, though it's unwholly necessary. You understand the meaning perfectly well. Master Sarzaxis congratulates you on a successful purchase. Dretch approaches you, glancing cautiously around. He mumbles in a quiet voice that only you can hear his words. I've no idea why Hepzibah needs slaves, but from what I've heard, they don't live long. Robbing her property is a death sentence, no doubt about it. Meaning you saved me, so I guess the suture appears confused. Seems his miscreation is not accustomed to being shown mercy, and simply doesn't know how to express his thanks. How were you captured? I've been wandering the lower city searching for something. Never you mind what. I mean, that's not what I meant to say. It's a personal matter. Yeah, that's the right way to put it. So I was roaming around, chatting with all and sundry, and the slave hunters appeared and started chasing us. They threw those who survived in the cage and brought us here. This is a typical occurrence in the Abyss. Social dynamics is called. The strong enslave the weak. What will you do? With a gloomy glance at you, the suture gives a vague answer. I'll continue my search, I will. It won't be easy, but I'll prove to her that I'm smarter and wilier than she thinks. The dretch's expression is determined, even severe. What are you looking for? Don't ask, none of your business. Right, bye. The suture hesitates, nervously scratching the back of his neck. He peacefully opens his mouth to say something, but nothing comes out. Finally, he starts to mumble incoherently. I mean you. Just be careful, that's what I'm saying. With a martyr sigh, the suture turns around, relieved to lose himself once again, and Lucian Iris warren of alleyways. That's the dead guard. Opposite longbow, leather armor. Venture captain. All this is from the Pathfinder League. A lean old man with his back as stiff as a pikestaff took a piercing glance at you. His grey hair and luxurious sideburns grant him an imposing and significant demeanour. Greetings, I am Count Christoph Rolano. I have the honour of serving as venture captain of the Pathfinder Society, within the branch of the Society in Lucianiva and its adjacent territories. If you need the services of Pathfinders, I can be of assistance. Help society by providing funds. Society has fixed charity rates preventing corruption. I personally find this practice very wise. The donation for the prisoners of the abyss is 50,000 gold coins. The price is high, but it will give freedom to the unfortunate, so be it. Raised poverty is not worth more than a life. Handle this gold wisely. The Count respectfully takes the money from your hands. The Pathfinder Society is grateful for your help, Commander. Fortunate folk are saved by demons of glorify your name throughout the abyss. Tell me about yourself. I'm a noble, a good Asmodean. A good Asmodean? Oh, you mean like, not good as in... alignment. God, my brain is hurting. I've also got a splitting headache. But as in following, you're good at following the tenets of Asmodeus. And the Pathfinder, you earn the honour of being sent with the most unwanted task to the most repulsive point in the world. Should be plural worlds. And ready to provide you with a few good riders, but also interested in. Who are you? Christoph Volano of Long March, registered Count of Cheliax, and venture captain of the Pathfinder Society. The Pathfinder Society has long planned to open a branch in the Abyss. For obvious reasons, such an appointment didn't make anyone especially happy. However, as people of honour, we Pathfinders in my lodge couldn't let skirmishes stand in the way of duty. All of us volunteered for this mission. And then the Decemvirate chose me as the most suitable candidate. Why? By slaves, of course, or rather redeemed slaves. Pathfinder Society sent me to help dwellers of Galarian who have become enslaved by demons. Every day I go to the slave market with a bag of gold. I return to our shelter with a crowd of poor folks, whose freedom I managed to buy. Unfortunately, there are too many slaves and far too little gold. We send the one we saved to Galarian. Some of them are opportunists and fighters who are unlucky enough to be imprisoned. They are grateful to the Society and ready to provide services to repay us for their rescue. When people who are looking for mercenaries contact me, my charges go to serve them, and the payment for their services fills our coffers and continues the redemption of slaves. What you do is merciful. I personally think that an enemy has to be fought against, not traded with. But the management of Pathfinder Society did not heed my advice. What's it like living in the Abyss? He scans the landscape slowly with dignity and then says demurely, abominable. The Abyss is a savage place where everything that can be designed in the wrong way is. I have to go. Have a good day, Commander. Nothing about hill or... Okay. Black Mask. Gladiators. Now, when Solskjaer's brother Trevor was captured, the guy said the demon wore a black mask.
I'm off.
Maybe come here with social. Hide of a magic. We need that for some storyteller. Items, relics, artifacts, a Misa slave trader, Mandador. Let's carry on looting until we get into trouble. Jaws of the Jackal. Grant a profane vigor effect and +2 bonus to natural armor to all evil creatures summoned by the wearer of these gauntlets. If the wearer summons a Thana demon, they grant it a greater profane vigor effect and +4 natural armor. If the wearer summons any good outsider creature, it will attack the wearer and their allies. +2 on attack roll, saves and skill checks, or +4. Immunity to fear, a number of temporary hit points equal to your caster level. And he's something that goes with that, I guess. But we were missing out on that. I thought Devin had a thing for Belka. Or if that Belka's got a thing. Oh, he had a different thing. Sure, he had some kind of domination thing. So I remember Belka having to make wisdom checks, or will checks. No, no. No. It's not there. It's not that. Stone hand. Right, yeah. Okay, yes. He does. I was just looking at the wrong thing. So +6 strength. You get that anyway. No? Yeah. So you don't need that. You could do that though. Voice of the Mighty Boar. Enhancement. No. It's gone up. Oh, it's other. Okay, it's better to have the +6 there. Okay. I thought they're both enhancement, but they're not. One's another. So it stacks.
I do what I must.
A success worthy of praise.
The islands float in the air are not the byproduct of some crazy magic. It's the energies of chaos that endow them with their bizarre properties. They're not even the most amazing thing that we've found in the abyss.
I'm gone.
I'm glad I was useful to you. finished here. Is there more?
Let's come back. I know it's there, so we can always go back. No, it's just annoying, it's in the way like that.
We do it my way.
Raggy. Saves ever need. They don't last long. The price is right. An aim effort. The Cambion gives you a smarmy bow. Looks like he once tried to split in two, then changed his mind. His chest is twice as wide as it should be, and double pupils stare at you from each of his eyes. Every time this freakish creature opens his mouth, an impressive goiter swells on his neck. His voice has an unpleasant croaking quality, as if a giant toad had taken residence in his throat. Would you like to buy some fresh flesh? You can call me Raggy. I'm at your service. What are you selling? Everyone calls me Raggy. The name's just fine by me. I'm the top vendor here in Fleshmarket. I don't think so. No matter what the others think. They sell expensive, classy goods, where I specialise in rabble and riffraff. My goods cost 10 times less than what the others are selling, but 100 times more clients than everyone else. Everybody needs a slave. Cheap, maybe slightly defective, but still a slave. Big shots from the upper city prefer to do business with others, but so what? The middle city feeds me much better. He raises his voice for the last part. Notice that demons standing nearby cast cautious glances at the insolently grinning Cambion. Seems this shabby specimen has some authority here after all. Besides, I don't just sell live goods. I sell the stuff that used to belong to these poor fools as well. You find some extremely valuable and interesting items among the loot taken during slave raids. With a casual nod towards Ember, the demon grimaces with disgust. Incidentally, I want to take this crippled waif off your hands. If you expect to sell it yourself, don't bother. No one will want to buy such a puny thing. But I can add it to my lot of Glorian slaves. You're mistaken. I'm not for sale. Ember smiles cheerfully. Show me the spoils. Have all this crap. What was that longbow? Total charge I'll keep. This is just heavy crossbows +3s, actually +4s aren't bad. We don't need more than 2 of them. Oh, it's a +4, actually they're +5. Scimitar +5, spears, and warhammers. Yeah, full plate. Chain shirt, leather armor. What do we get this one? +4 or 5 studded armor. You have total concealment against all ranged attacks, weapon and touch. Whenever you receive a critical hit from ranged attacks, you gain DR 10 for D3 rounds. Wherever receiving a critical hit melee makes you prone for 1 round. I must have picked this up. Well, it is in the lower city. Okay. Strength 4, Dex 2, get rid of. Dex 4, Strength and Dex, Charisma 4, Wisdom 4, Intelligence 2. Get rid. Hey, why do we have blackened rags? That obviously looks like it's for Ember, and he did just try to buy her. So I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Have a little quick draw. No. It's okay, but I think that back rank assistance is pretty good. Rusty Dawn, Battle Axe. Wow, ×4 on crit. Boots K, one-handed club. Mighty Fist 4. Already have one of those. The Rude Stopper. It's got a DC 30 will save or unable to cast spells. Okay. Call to Violence. +4 resistance. 30-foot aura which grants all enraged allies. Now we don't have anyone who is enraged. Going to the Fleshmarket, yeah. Speed Gnome Hooked Hammer. +4. Yeah, I'll get that for Regil. You've got a 4 already. You have a 3. It's not worth 64 grand just to get another +1. The Blackened Mirror. Blackened Rags. Oh, you don't have Mage Armor on you.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
You don't have Mage Armor anyway, do you?
We'll make things right.
You do. Rest on yourself. Do you have Greater False Life on yourself? No. You do have Death Ward on. Mind blank 24 hours. See what that does to you. Doesn't do anything. That way. +8 on saving throws against mind effective spells and effects. Effective from all items, spells, and other effects that gather information about the target through divination, thought sense, true seeing, and see invisibility. Now, is that worth casting on everybody? They'll get a communal version of it.
Trust in yourself.
I mean, you could do it on Wooljiff as well. He's got really bad low will save. So does Rushalai. Well, a lot of people do actually. What else did I pick up? That's for Regil. I can't remember what I picked up now. Actually, newest to oldest, please. Yeah, the coin. Okay. Show me slaves. I can offer you a shipment of Galarian slaves. They aren't the best of shape. Galarians are notorious for their fragility. But torture them sure is fun. As he grins, with at least 2 rows of needle-sharp teeth in his mouth. The Galarian slaves are clad in torn rags, their bodies emaciated. Many have wounds and cuts. The blank indifference to everything happening around them suggests that these unfortunates lost any hope of escape long ago. Rishlai's presence causes a rumble of discontent among the slaves. She flinches under their angry and hateful gazes. She opens her mouth to say something but fails to find the right words, just sadly lowers her eyes. Is that because they know her? Or because she's a succubus? Winged bitch, what are you looking at? Seizing the moment and deftly spitting at the mephit in the cage, Raggy nods at him. If you wish, you can also purchase this little blighter. It won't be of much use, but you can entertain yourself for some time torturing him. Sharp-tongued and quite resilient, I guarantee you'll spend several interesting and pleasant evenings killing this little freak. Chuckling, Raggy watches the mephit wipes spit from his face and mutters curses under his breath. Mephit's voice is angry but tinged with respect. I'll buy the slaves. The war pupils flicker agrees with a feigning indecision. He finally states 15,000, won't accept any less, and get 15,000 selling those wretches as meat. Except, he looks at one of the slaves and barely stand. With a subtle motion, he throws a spell that slits the unfortunate's throat, as if he used a serrated knife. Like he spits in disgust at the body on the ground, he doesn't even bother to wipe the splashes of blood from his face. That one was completely defective. He is shameful to offer it to a respectful buyer. Heavy silence of the hand of the inheritor is almost palpable. Fills the ear like calm before the storm. Then the angel's voice explodes in your head, roaring and furious like a battle horn. He killed him like an animal. So killing animals like that is okay, is it? Oh heaven, I knew I was descending the depths of hell, but there must be a limit. There must be a limit to all. If not today, then someday I'll descend into this den of sin to punish the murderers and save their victims. I'll buy them. The slaves look at you with hope. They are drained, but not yet broken. One captive even looks worse than his peers, almost falls, but his friends prop him up with the shoulders. One of the slaves, a scrawny young man with a crippled leg and a hungry, wolfish face, slowly gets down on one knee before you. May the gods bless you, my lady. Sent you to help us. We'll pray for you as long as we live. Explain how to get to the Nexus. You can take refuge at my camp. May Omade bless you. Thank you for standing up for us. We'll never forget your kindness. The ragged slave huddles into a tight group and hurries toward the exit. They're frightened and tired, but you can see a glimmer of hope and defiance in their eyes. You did as every true Galarian should by saving the people from your homeworld from slavery. Thanks to people like you, my heart holds no doubt that we will emerge victorious from this struggle. Camellia wants to talk. Probably about buying slaves and murder. Sell me the mephit that I save, actually. $10,000. Want to ask much for this nasty piece of crap? 10,000, and wash your fingers. This little prick, bit of a fear of mine when I was chasing him. The Cambion shows you his hands. It's hard to miss the fact that the number of fingers is still far higher than usual, despite the missing ones being bitten off by the mephit. With a gesture, like it opens the cage by magic, you notice his fingers are far more knuckles than is typical, which makes his hands look like large spotted spiders. Mephit climbs out of the cage and gazes at you with mean, round eyes. So you just bought me, eh? I mean, I'm your slave now. That's funny. Why don't you just go? You missed the colourful ending of the phrase. As in trying to avoid your retribution, the Mephit spreads its wings and soars upward to become a nothing but dark speck in the sky within moments. That's not the sky. How awkward. You should have nabbed him as soon as he was out. Here, take this as a consolation prize. That's a ring of hindering courage, extremely valuable item. All the best gladiators wear these. With a wicked gleam in his eyes, Raggy bares his sharp teeth an insolent leer. You knew that would happen. Give me back my 10,000 of else. Come on, Devon, don't arse it. Yay. Hey, relax, it's just a joke. I was just testing you a little. Here, if you go back. Everything fine now, friends? He hastily hands back your gold. His tense grin tells you that two of you are most certainly not friends. Okay, please come again. I have an interesting sample of live flesh here from time to time. My prices aren't too hindering. It spits out the last word of a special mixture of envy and contempt. What's this ring he gave us? +2 morale bonus to AC, 1 extra attack of opportunity, and speed is increased by 10 for 1 round. But only when being attacked by a ranged weapon. I get +3 deflection without ring of protection. How much do I get from Shield of Face 4? What's that ring of protection? Isn't really doing anything. So if I'm getting attacked with a ranged weapon, I'll get those bonuses. That's morale as well. Extra attack of opportunity would be really cool. Okay.
Follow if you dare.
My voice is going. How long have I recorded? An hour. Let's just get back up to the start then. Because we've got more people to talk to. And I'm tempted to try and cause a fight. What was that? No, you can't. You have to do it from the top. Maybe not these. They'll probably wipe me out. But maybe this one or this one. Oh, that's probably a quest item. But here,
I'm off.
there's small stuff around here. And here. But that's for next episode. Hope my voice would be better by then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.